Hey, it's Clay at claytrader.com, and this will be analysis of some of the more popular futures markets out there, and this will be a technical analysis breakdown. So if you're someone that uses charts within your trading, or maybe you're just interested in learning more about charts and how they can be used as a tool to help make good decisions as a trader, this will be a video for you. Now, real quick, for clarity's sake, I'll be using the 1 hour time frame, meaning each one of these candlesticks here represents 1 hour, and the futures market is going to keep on changing, but by using this longer time frame and then walking you through some overall levels, that'll keep this analysis relevant until I'm back to update all of this once again. So futures market number one we're going to look at is the NQ, and NQ, you can see, had a pretty wild ride, but when you take a step back and look at things from an overall standpoint, right now you got to think that everybody and their brother's uncle moving forward is going to be watching the 778 mark, as that once again proved to be the area of resistance. So when you combine these back, like I said, this is not some sort of great discovery on my part. I'm not proclaiming to have some sort of special talent. You got to think a lot of people have noticed this. And I say all that because when a lot of people are watching the same levels and wondering the same thing, call it a self-fulfilling prophecy, call it whatever you want, it can produce some very dynamic movement. So while there are no guarantees, is it valid? Is it plausible to think that if the price were to come up here and break through that level, that break in of itself could create additional buying pressure? That is certainly a plausible scenario. In terms of areas of support on any kind of pullbacks, two main levels that you got to think a lot of people will continue to watch is the purple line right there, 50-period moving average. You can see the price has been doing a good job of respecting it right there. And then even if that level doesn't quite hold up, it's next level going to be down there around the 487, which I've talked about in the past several videos. But right now, 487 kind of irrelevant because the price isn't anywhere close to it. And then if you're just looking at patterns, so if we turn this moving average into just a trend line, and then we look at the top part of the pattern right there, we do have this wedge formation forming. The pattern is running out of room, so it does become a question of who is ultimately going to win this battle. Do the bears win with a push to the downside? Do the bulls win with a push to the upside? We'll see what happens. Next one here, taking a look at the ES, and the ES is tracking ahead of the NQ, as you can see here, because the NQ, think about that area of resistance, it's been struggling with it. But you can see here, the ES also had an area of resistance headed in today right there at this 78.25 mark, but you can see now the price has broken above it. And then as I speak right now during this hourly candle, very nice movement here upwards. Good solid volume is all occurring in right now. So yeah, the breakout has occurred. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that level for now. But that does bring about the first key update, and that's just based on a foundational rule in charting, which states when levels of resistance are broken and closed above, they can tend to act as support. So right now, the 78.25 mark is going to be that ideal level of support. Meaning if you say, hey, Clay, what would make this chart look the absolute strongest moving forward? And that would be if the price can stay above there. But from an overarching standpoint, as long as the price now stays above that purple line there, 50-period moving average, keyword there being moving, then overall, the bulls are still doing just fine. So nothing can go straight up, any sort of pullbacks. As long as those pullbacks build higher lows, that's what you want to see. But from just kind of a trade plan development standpoint, these areas of support certainly present a very interesting dynamic. And then in terms of areas of resistance, no need to overcomplicate this. Literally just a question of, well, where did the party finally stop today? And the party finally stopped a couple times. What is the deal here? There we go. Party finally stopped right there at that level of at the 87.25 mark. So keep a close eye on that. Like I said, nothing fancy behind the logic other than that's just where the party stopped. So got to think a lot of people will be watching that. And if the price can come up there and break up through it, realistic to think that that could create another round of upside buying momentum. Next one here is the YM, and yeah, the Dow Jones, it's just marching to its own beat right now. It don't care about anything right now. Yes, going into today, it did have this area of resistance that I mapped out, but you can see the price is broken through there and has just beast mode it. And then even as I speak right now, the price is pushing to new highs. So really, from a technical standpoint, I am going to go ahead and get rid of that level. And if you like to play pullbacks, then really that's going to be an area that could be of interest. And once more, that's just based on the foundational rule that when levels of resistance are broken and closed above, they tend to act as support. So keep an eye on the 952 mark if there is any sort of pullback. But I should probably add in another one because that would require a pretty big pullback here. So a near-term pullback level for maybe some sort of potential bounce right there around the 125 mark. So keep an eye on that. And then just from an overarching standpoint, as I've talked about in the past ones, just continue to watch a purple line right there, 50-period moving average. And as long as the price stays above there, then from an overall health perspective, the price is doing just fine. In terms of areas of resistance, not a whole lot can be said. This thing is at highs that have not been seen for a very, very long time now, as you're seeing here. Maybe there's some sort of resistance coming up around this area at the 274 mark. So keep an eye on that. Oh, well, wouldn't you know it? That's right where the price is right now. So doing battle with the 274 mark right now. So it actually makes good sense why the price is struggling with that area. But, you know, it's knocking on the door. We'll see if the price can push through there. But if it can, that just is going to open up the gates of that much more potential upside momentum. Next one here, taking a look at CL. So we'll take a look at oil, as that's, you know, remains to be a popular market within the world of futures. And the downtrend continues. Yeah, there's a bit of an uptrend right here. But in all actuality, as far as I'm concerned, all we have right now is a bearish pattern that has formed. So let me get this in place. So yes, that is technically an area of support. But at the same time, we have this flat top area of resistance right there. And then just to keep it one color, let me convert it to, or keep it easier to see, let's convert it to one color. So we have our resistance, we have our support, we have the downwards move right there. So for you golfers, put the golf hole down here. So it's an upside down pennant, meaning it is not a bull pennant, but rather a bear pennant. Now, just because there's a bearish pattern does not mean for sure guaranteed the price is going to go downwards. But I don't think it would catch anybody off guard or be shocking if the price all of a sudden found more downside pressure. Now, if the price does come upwards and can push through the top side of the pattern, so by the time you're watching this video, if the price is maybe up above that area, next question mark you'd want to ask yourself is, well, where's the price at relative to those levels? And if you're saying, actually, Clay, I'm watching this video and the price is now up above both of those areas, well, then that would be telling you that this bear pennant got absolutely destroyed and got punched in the face by the bull. So keep an eye on those dynamics right now. But yeah, as of right now on the hourly chart, have yourselves a bear pennant. Next one here, GC. So let's take a look at gold. And gold is a little different because we were just looking at a bear pennant. And now we have a bull pennant here, but I'm curious about this trend line here. So I'm just going to put that in play. Oh, yeah. All right. Now, I wasn't quite sure if it matches it up or not, but yeah, by connecting this point and this point, you saw it did a beautiful job of forecasting that area right there. So that's not to say that area can't be broken, but moving forward, this really does seem to be a key area of resistance. So if there is going to be any sort of further upwards pressure in the sense of good, solid momentum, that level right there going to be the key battleground that'll need to be cleared up through. So keep an eye on that. As far as areas of support, though, like I said, overall, this was a very, very impressive, past, good probably 6 to 8 hours, especially that hour right there. Big explosive move right there. If the price does pull back, I mean, it could pull back quite a bit, and all you'd have is, just still a bull flag, bull pennant pattern. From more so an overarching standpoint, though, preferably speaking, you'd want to see the price stay up above the purple line there, that 50 period moving average, but I do also want to get in a lower trend line down here because this level here is starting to really kind of reveal itself as an area where you got to think a lot of other people have probably noticed it. Therefore, you could potentially have some self-fulfilling prophecies down around that area. And then you also have the pink line right there, the 200 period moving average, but that's pretty irrelevant right now given the price is all the way up there. But all in all, nice movement for gold today, and we'll see if the price can push up through that area of resistance or not. And that is all I have for you. But before you go, if you're looking for a group of other traders to trade with that trade futures and are good quality traders, then definitely consider joining my community, claytrader.com/team. Yes, there is a price, but it's amazing what a small little price can do to keep out the riff draft, to keep out the trolls, and to bring in people that are serious about trading. And then when you break it down, $99, that's not per month, that is for 3 months. So $99 per 3-month chunk of time. If you do that math, it's $8.25 per week. So as I always say, I can't make any guarantees, but what I can say with a high degree of confidence is every week I'm confident you'll get at least $8.25 worth of value. It becomes an even better deal if you do the yearly at $297. But yeah, if you are looking for a community of quality, serious traders that trades futures, then definitely check out my community, claytrader.com/team. If you enjoy these videos as a whole, and if you're looking to support the channel in a super free and easy way, please hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and let other people know about the channel. So thanks for watching. Take care.